everyone, my name is Anushka and I am Bengali American. I love reality television. So when Indian Matchmaking came out on Netflix, I was so excited to watch it, and I thought it would be really fun if I did a live reaction. Well, I guess not really live because I'm recording, but a reaction nonetheless to the first episode. And I have been hearing so much about this show on social media from friends. I think it's really interesting because it seems like people have a lot of thoughts on how they portray like colorism, classism, all of these types of things through this show. And I think a lot of those things are very prevalent in the Indian community. So a lot of people have been questioning, like, are they just portraying reality? Are they glorifying it? And a lot of my friends have many thoughts on each of these people who have participated in this show. So I'm very excited to watch, and let's get into it. I feel like such a YouTuber when I say that. Whatever, we're here for it. Okay, here we go.
Sakshi, how are you?
Me at brown parties.
In India, we don't say arranged marriage. There is marriage and then love marriage. The marriages, they are between two families. The two families have their reputation and many millions of dollars at stake. So the parents...
Wait a minute. Millions of dollars at stake? What is happening? Are we watching, like, matchmaking between Crazy Rich Asians? Yeah, it's interesting what she said about arranged marriages versus love marriages, because I think maybe because I've grown up in the US, I still refer to arranged marriages as arranged marriages. And maybe that's also because in my family, my parents were a love marriage. That's interesting.
guide their children, and that is the work of a matchmaker. Congrats! I'm Seema Mami. Hi, darling. Badaiyo. I'm Seema Taparia. I'm Mumbai's top matchmaker.
Oh, Mumbai. There's the money.
Yeah, I visit their house. This is my kitchen. I see their lifestyle. I see the nature of the girl or a boy.
What we have in an aquarium, which gives
Okay.
you basically when you're eating.
They want tall, they want fair, they want from a good family.
They want everything.
And what
India,
is the
we have to see
definition
the
of a
caste.
good
You have to see the
woman?
height, you have to see the age.
How about this?
She's short.
Okay, see, that's another thing, is talking about caste, because I feel like growing up in the US, like, caste has been very irrelevant, and I don't know if it's just from the community that I've grown up in. Like, I've heard caste being talked about before, but I feel like it's mostly when people are talking about Brahmins. And I was actually talking about this with another one of my friends who's also Bengali American. And I think that it's interesting that maybe it's because that's the highest caste, that's the only reason that it's brought up. But I feel like all of the other castes are kind of irrelevant. At least that's what I've experienced. And I'm not saying that, like, people have not been discriminated against because of their caste at all in the US. Like, I definitely think that's very prevalent, probably, but I think I've just never experienced it myself. Weirdly, I've only experienced it in relation to, like, a classroom setting when we're learning about caste in class. Like, growing up, I remember, like, all the white kids would be looking at the brown kids like, and I'd be like, we don't look at you weird when we talk about slavery, okay? I feel like that's obviously probably a lot more prevalent of a thing that's still, like, happening, that makes it come into consideration as far as marriage in India, because obviously there's, like, a really long history that comes along with it, but it's kind of sad that that still happens.
Who is she? Oh, she got married actually. We have to continue. You must have a good upbringing.
Update that roster,
It's very
Seema
difficult
auntie.
to match all these criteria.
Actually, I don't understand all this.
Same.
And horoscope is a main thing in India.
Horoscope? I love that.
इनके भाग्य के घर में बैठा हुआ है.
95% of the people, they match horoscopes.
Okay, honestly, I'm down
सबसे
with
बड़ा
that.
मेजर चीज है कि how is very good in the bed. Sex life.
That look, oh my god, that look is literally everybody in the Indian community. Anytime sex is brought up, everybody's just like, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Okay, Houston, Texas. Yeah, I feel like there's a really large brown community there.
Pizza smells amazing. Oh goodness, here we go. Kicking off a Fat Pants Friday. Cheers.
Mood. I want to hang out with my friends.
There's many of like, you do you, boo. I'm never gonna watch a football game with you. Like, that's absolutely not happening anytime soon. I mean, unless we're in the club level suite tickets, I'm not going. I'm not going to a live game, and I'm not watching it on television. I'm not.
All right, girl.
And so, but in a way, I see some of my friends, and they're with their husbands all the time, and I'm like, don't you hate that person? Like, you see them all the time. They're like, they're my husband, and I'm like, oh, do we have to see our husbands all the time? Is that a thing that people have to do? Because I'd rather not, I think.
Oh my god, I knew it. I was like, this must be Apurna. I have heard so much about her. I'm excited.
Every day I'm sad I've only made it to 40 countries. How will I get to 41? Like,
girl, you should feel blessed that you got to see 40 countries, especially before COVID happened. Now we can't go anywhere.
a daily struggle for me. Like, what will I do?
Calm down.
When you find your partner, they should fit into your life. I say that over and over again. What does it look like for them to fit into my life? I was like, let's try something.
Okay, that's interesting because I feel like, yes, they should fit into your life. And that's definitely a big thing is like you want to match your lifestyles or at least make sure they're like kind of compatible. But I also feel like, you know, there's compromise on both ends, right? Like you're two people living independent lives. Like they're not going to fit completely. That's just because we're people.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Seema
Maria from
auntie.
Mumbai. To be alone.
Yes. So, I don't know. I think I also wanted to be a hairdresser.
I feel that.
So, it was going to go one way or the other, and my mom's probably happy it went to lawyer.
If the females are lawyers in India, people are scared.
Okay.
So, Aparna,
I think there's many reasons I'm single. So, I've dated
Self-aware.
some wonderful men. I mean, how to hear is my 55 minutes up. Yeah, I have a place. It's a wine bar, and we do 55-minute dates there. And I sit in the same table. It's right by the door.
Ooh.
And I literally give the person an hour.
Okay.
I go at 8.
Hold up. This is not a test. You should have standards and stuff like that, but I feel like you should also maybe go into the date a little more open-minded. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. And if you already close yourself off before the date has even begun, giving yourself a 55-minute time limit, of course you're gonna be stressed and like be nitpicking at every little thing they said. Like, if I knew that somebody was giving me a 55 dates, or, sorry, 55 minutes on a date, I'd be like, all right, I didn't need you anyways.
I'd want someone who believes that being a father is like a very active thing that they do. I don't date
Understand.
lawyers. Because they can't both be,
Wait, what?
wanting the same things. So
Interesting.
I'm not that picky.
I wonder, you know, I've always thought about that too, is like, would I want somebody who's also like pursuing writing or like art? I think it'd be fun, but I don't know. I guess I can understand why people might not want somebody to be in their same industry, but I don't know. Both of my parents were scientists and they're madly in love, so take what you will.
adjustment also is there a part of a happy married life. We cannot be greedy. I want this, this, this. So it cannot be tailor-made.
But
You have to adjust and little compromise.
Compromise, that's what I'm talking about.
There's nothing about me that I think I need to change or evolve or grow into to be a better partner for someone else. My closet.
Wow.
So I made the whole room into a very workable room for me. It's where I get dressed every morning.
You're fond of this? Lots and lots.
Yes.
I think minimum 30 pairs, I think this is.
Okay,
30 pairs.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Let a
there's
girl
about
have
20
her
more
shoes.
in here.
My God. Aparna is the hardest type of candidate to match. Because she thinks finding a life partner is like ordering from a menu. You have put the pictures of these kittens.
No, so that's my dog.
To become so independent. I would
Okay,
say that
work that
anything
walk.
creative really catches my eye. From dress to interiors to jewelry, finer things in life.
Oh, cute. Wow, this really is like Crazy Rich Asians.
The Bachelor, I would say, is everyone's expecting a lot from you.
Look at his
My
eyes.
parents are doing pretty much.
But I think it's more of a mindset that, you know, it would be nice to have a partner.
You know what I've always thought is, what if I went on one of these shows? Like, what pictures would they pick from my social media? I always think about that. Okay, well, nobody's asking me to be on a show, so.
I love to cook. I have a knack for food.
Okay, why did that look like Mackie? Okay, that's obviously fancy, but that was funny.
Oh my god.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Okay,
Always try
these
something
people are
different.
bougie.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's thyme. There's all of them are
His
edible.
mom's like,
so
yeah,
as
he's
it
making
keeps
drinks
on
for me.
melting, the flavor of the drink is going to keep on changing. So the next dish is peri peri fox nuts, and we have added some gold
What is
to add the
happening?
glitter to the
Is he
event.
serving them like
Start
5-course
with-
meal?
Feel the dragon breath. So auntie, we have used liquid nitrogen in this. Basically, liquid nitrogen is minus 178 degrees Celsius, and because of the texture of the fox nut,
I am
it can
dead.
absorb that things, and you can eat it, and that's the reason the smoke comes
Okay.
out as well. So that's the reason, but it's a small
That is
amuse
so
bouche to
funny.
start with.
It's very nice.
She literally looks like she's vaping.
He feels that first the girl and the boy
No,
will meet,
no.
and
That
then if
always
things are
that
clicking,
meeting is a flop meeting.
Oh my
If
god.
Pradyumna is
Okay,
want-
I love the word flop. Why is that such a brown word?
Wow, Pradyumna.
Wait,
You can
I
do
thought
it.
he was like a diamond.
What's the name of this item?
This is
Jewelry
miso
person.
paneer.
Okay.
He's a chef too? Jesus.
आजा आजा कम. बताओ तुम्हारी क्या क्या preferences हैं for the girl.
Okay, the tea. Here we go.
Preference
खिलाते रहोगे अब अपनी बात करते हैं.
in it's literally in chronological order. I can tell you. First is attraction.
Okay,
वो
go.
कैसे लगते हैं वो mentally, physically.
I love these PowerPoint
Second thing
slides.
I would say is what I look is for growth. I know the other
like a
person is
porno.
also not perfect in anything, but how do you help the other person to grow together as a better person?
Yes.
कर रहे हो कहीं.
Hey,
Unfortunately,
you
नहीं
look so
समझ में आई.
cute. Okay,
अच्छा, the
what is
lock is by-
happening?
Yes,
अच्छा.
it's a fingerprint lock,
Okay.
and
I am so jealous.
Wow.
What the heck?
yeah, this is where the magic happens.
Holy shit.
Most of it.
Oh my god, you know what this is like? You know on YouTube those videos of people showing off their $1 million closets? I feel like this is like that. Oh my god, this is insane. Also, I have to say, this dude really likes to talk about how great he is, and I'm noticing that's a pattern with all these people. Or maybe they're just like asking them to talk about themselves, I guess. But I don't know.
Very
Yeah,
nice,
that's
very
like
nice. Then where will be your
Very
wife's
nice.
this? But if Pradyumna wants to get married, he has to change his superficial nature.
Ooh, the read. Okay, New Jersey.
My name is Nadia Jagasar. I live in New Jersey
Ooh,
with my
hair
family.
flip.
I am definitely not shy. Wow, you guys are on
Well,
it.
you're on
Photo
reality
one,
TV.
done. I'm fun,
Sorry, I don't need to do
adventurous,
that to
smiley
you.
day. But it's been
She
hard
has very
to
like
find
Lily Pulitzer
somebody.
vibes. That outfit that she's wearing on
Dating
the
life
couch.
is tough. Let me tell you.
Ooh. Okay, work.
I always get, oh, you're so pretty. How are you still single? Why are you still single? And I'm like, it's not me. But maybe it is. I don't know.
Okay, I hate when people ask you why you're still
I think
single.
The ultimate hope for this is just to meet a nice Indian guy
I
who
want that
is
for
kind
you
of on the
too,
same page as
girl.
me. I'm the time and effort it takes to meet somebody, and I mean, I hope that they're willing to do the same. Because my parents didn't raise a quitter, so.
Okay, I love her.
Hi. Someone hopefully who's tall. I know that's
How
a very
tall,
like.
how tall?
I'm 5'9", so ideally
6 feet is fine.
6 is
Yeah.
is great. Like that is way better than anyone.
You know what's funny about that is that I know people like have their preferences and stuff, but I've never actually thought about height. But I think that's because my mom is like way taller than my dad, and like they fell in love. I think because I grew up seeing that, I've just never really thought about that. But I know it is a thing for girls.
Ambitious,
Open-minded.
smart, funny, open-minded.
Traveling.
Traveling.
Okay, why is traveling
I
such
feel
a
like that's
thing?
kind of just like a typical person, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like I don't really have.
Oh my god, I feel like that's like the bio of everyone on any dating app. I like to travel.
Marry just like someone who's a good person.
Aww. Yes, good people.
I guess one of my concerns is that so my family's from Guyana, and our ancestry is from India, but we just left a little bit earlier than other people have to go somewhere else, and so that's how our forefathers ended up there.
Although we have the Indian heritage, we have found that we're not necessarily accepted as Indians.
Oh my
And the
god,
struggle
that
that
makes
I've
me
been
so
having
sad.
when I've been dating people is that when I meet guys here, they said, "Oh, my parents want me to marry a Guju girl. My parents want me to marry a Punjabi girl, whoever it may be. You're not exactly Indian, so we're not interested."
I would think people, when they think arranged marriages, maybe they think someone's being forced into it. That's the first thing that comes to mind. But my parents were an arranged marriage, and
It lasted forever until death do they
they
part.
yeah.
That's true. Like, I feel like arranged marriages get a bad rap, and I read this one statistic a while ago that said that arranged marriages on average last longer than love marriages. But I feel like that's not really that surprising because love is a very volatile emotion. But I do think arranged marriages do get a bad rap. But I do know that it's also a huge part of the culture. So, like, some people do feel like they're forced into it just because they feel like they have to get married. I feel like that's the primary tension, is that people just feel like they have to get married.
Yeah, it works. We've seen where it works.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's true. My parents were the only love marriage, I believe, on both sides of the family. So, I've seen happy marriages on both sides of the family as well that were arranged marriages. So, to each their own.
She's beautiful and she has a very good family values and very good nature. But she's Guyanese, it will be difficult for me to match a traditional Indian
That
boy.
is so annoying.
thank you so much for coming.
That should not matter. She is just as Indian, okay?
So looks is secondary.
To me, as a mother.
I love that they were like, yes, happiness is all that I want for my kids. Also, nobody's on their report card. Just slide that in
Also
there.
is secondary. Puna's mom says she just wants someone who loves her daughter. But I can tell that she has very high expectations. It will be difficult to find someone who is well educated, successful, and someone who satisfies both mother and daughter.
Yeah, what does
So now
successful
she's
even
34
mean?
and she
Making
didn't
money?
find any good.
Oh, these
career.
houses
How
are
are you,
so
Auntie?
nice.
Fine.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I told that I'll be giving you some proposals.
Yeah.
So I've selected 3 very good biodatas which is going to match you
Bye,
according to your
I'm dead.
preference and likings and all.
Rather than
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Caste is not a problem for anybody.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
excited to see.
Okay, I feel like this is not really a revelation, but I just realized getting arranged marriages is just like a dating app where your family helps you pick out somebody. But also you have like more information. Like, here are the stats.
That picture is the main backbone of the biodata.
Okay, only one picture is kind of hard. Like, I wouldn't want
many top gyms.
everything to rest
Their
just on
name
my
is
face.
there, date of
Family oriented. Wants to have children.
Control F.
Oh, he looks so familiar.
Do they know each
everything
other?
we come to know by the biodata. Like the hobbies of the girl or the boy,
Oh, he does comedy? Sorry, I was just reading.
and where the girl or the boy is, his pet name has been called by Guru.
Good, yeah.
He's a Guyanese.
Really? Is he? Oh.
He's a Guyanese.
What?
Very good height, very nice heart,
Aw.
His mother's Guyanese.
careable, jolly person, very caring.
Where does he live? In New York? New York,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Interesting. Okay, lawyer.
He's-
I mean, it's a good picture. I don't think
Oh,
there's anything wrong with
okay.
it. No, it's a good picture. I think that, like, he has a really great smile. Just something I noticed because I'm very conscious of my smile. So I was immediately, like, drawn to that.
Your smile will match his smile. Because of the Guyanese, I feel so. That your thoughts and your culture and many things will match with them.
I mean, I feel like you're like my aunt who's just like looking out
This
for
is
me.
so sweet. What the heck?
Like,
Why is it
she's
so like
family.
wholesome?
You can pick only one proposal.
Wait,
I
what?
suggest that they pick one at a time so they are not confused. So I tell them that you see first, and if you don't like, then we can give the other biodata.
Okay.
I think Aparna only one match. The more options I give, she's picky and she would not decide. Aparna is very negative. Srinivas Roberts, podcast host, author of 3 books.
We love it.
Exciting.
She's not gonna like that.
He's a very nice person who understands sense of humor. Oh.
You know how I hate comedy.
Okay. Okay, I get not needing somebody to be like hilarious, but you hate comedy? Who is this girl?
I mean, I love podcasts. I'm really curious about them.
Nice
And the
person.
sister's just
and,
like, I love podcasts.
meeting that makes a lot of difference. He'll understand.
Yeah, I
you
feel like
and
meeting the
you'll
person
understand
like will
And I
actually
think
tell
they'll
you how
like
you
it.
feel, because a lot of
It's
that
really
stuff
well-rounded. Yeah.
goes out the window.
Grounded. Over the years, I've been working on going into situations with no expectations. But I don't meet a lot of Guyanese men in North Jersey, so I'm really excited to meet him.
Oh my god, we're gonna have a date already
This
in the
just
first episode?
became
Oh my
really
God.
real. Guru might be my future husband.
Oh my god.
Hey, how are you?
What if he was just like,
Nice to meet you.
oh, what? Oh my god! Ah! Okay, so I guess that was the first episode. I feel like it went by so fast. I feel like we got a good introduction to a couple of people, and I'm excited to see some dates. That's what I want to see. Yeah, I mean, I already kind of noticed a couple of things about, like, you know, when you're talking about preferences, I do feel like there's a difference between, like, having standards and being problematic, shall we say. Know yourself and like know what you want. I don't know. I just feel like there's a difference between having standards and being prejudiced. But it's interesting that the two are kind of seem to be intersecting, and I feel like there's a lot of analysis that could be done and like self-reflection that we might have to do when we think about our preferences, right? But at the end of the day, we do just want somebody who makes us happy. But I felt like this was really fun. Maybe I'll keep recording these if you want to see me record the next episode. Honestly, I might just anyways, just because I feel like it's fun. But if you want to keep watching, subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.